In this video, I'll be talking about 5 signs that shows you are more likely to become poor or stay broke in the future. So I want you to watch this video completely and analyze yourself and see if you are doing some of those things. Eliminating the things I'm about to talk in this video away from your life is really going to help you secure a strong financial future for yourself. Hey friends, my name is Achu Uminufo Brandon. My goal for this channel is to educate, to motivate and inspire people to do the things that inspire them. So if you are looking out for one of those things, kindly smash that subscribe button and like this video, because all these things are really going to help me hack the YouTube algorithm. So my goal for this month is to get up to 300 subscribers, and I can only count on you to help me do that by smashing that subscribe button. Without talking so much, let's jump straight into the video. The very first sign that shows you are more likely to become broke or poor in the future is if you realize you are that kind of person that is not investing in yourself. Self-investment is the most important investment any person out there can invest in themselves. Because if you think investing in yourself now is very expensive, then just know you are going to pay a more expensive price in the future. And when I talk about self-investment, what are we talking about? Learning a new skill, educating yourself, reading new books, talking to people who have achieved what you want to achieve in future, attending seminars, doing things that are going to make your mind become stronger. Trust me, if you neglect this aspect about life, when it comes to your financial future, it's going to be a very rocky future because you have not invested in yourself. And your life is like any other business out there. The more you invest in a business, the more your rate of return increases. The same thing for your life. The more investment you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, and the more you get paid for your value. The second sign that shows you are more likely to become broke or poor in the future is you value making money more than gaining knowledge. Now, this is a very important one. There's an African proverb that states, instead of giving me fish, just teach me how to fish, so that next time when I run out of fish, instead of coming to you to beg more fish, I should just go out there and catch my own fish. And the same thing applies when you have knowledge on how to make money instead of just making money through unskilled labor. With the proper knowledge, you might make a lot of money at some point in your life, and life might happen and you tend to lose everything you have made. Now, if you had focused on pursuing knowledge instead of just pursuing money, you realize you have just lost your money. You have not lost your ability to make money. You could still make the same amount of money. The difference is that it might just take you a little bit of time compared to when you focus on making money without any knowledge. If you lost everything you have made at some point in your life, you realize it's going to be very difficult for you to make your fortune again, because how you obtain your money was through an unskilled labor. You really gain a proper knowledge, through a proper skill that you could use at any time to make your money. So please focus more on gaining knowledge, because the more knowledge you get, the more educated you become. The third red flag on my list to watch out for is that you spend too much money. Now, I want it to be clear that the reason why we make money is because we want to spend that money to do the things that makes us happy. But if you are that kind of person that spends a lot of money when you are not even making that much money, then it becomes a problem. And when I'm talking about spending money here, I'm not talking the case where you spend money on things that add value to your life. I'm talking a case where you spend a lot of money doing things like going to the club, buying expensive clothes, expensive shoes, where you don't even have the money to afford these things, but maybe you are just doing it because you want to keep up with the trend, you want to compare yourself to other people. You were not born to impress any person. You have to focus on yourself. Your goal is to become the best version of yourself, not to become what people think you should become. So if you realize you are spending too much money, more than what you can afford, then just know that that's a red flag. It is better you stop that habit, because it's going to damage your financial future. The fourth red flag to watch out for is you have a lot of debt. There's this guy I always listen to, Dave Ramsey. He says, your number one wealth building tool is your income. You will never be able to build wealth in your life if you keep using your income to pay debt. And this is very true. If you want to secure a good financial future for yourself, you have to avoid debts in every way possible. And when I'm talking about debt here, there are some debt that are good debt and there are some debt that are called bad debt. A good debt could be that kind of a debt where you take a debt, maybe a loan from a bank to invest in a business, and you start taking money from that business and you start repaying the loan. But the bad debt is the one where you take a loan on a credit card to buy a phone. You take a loan on a credit card to go for a vacation. And these things have crazy interest rate. And now you are making your money. You are making a lot of money. You realize you cannot save any money. You cannot save any income for yourself because you are going to be using all of that money to pay debt. So please, try as much as possible to avoid the bad debts if you want to secure a strong financial future for yourself. The fifth and the last red flag on my list is if you find yourself gambling, if you think gambling is going to bring you a fortune in life. Now, don't get me wrong. People succeed in gambling. There are people that have made a lot of money in gambling. But you cannot just live your life based on a gamble, because your chances of ever winning a lottery is even less than 1% in life. For you to be able to succeed in life, you have to take your future in your hand. You have to let you be the captain of your ship rather than letting your life depend on some kind of a random luck. The challenge about gambling is not even about winning the money. Yeah, you can gamble and you can win a massive amount of money. The real challenge comes now in the process of securing that money. Because making money sometimes is not a problem, but securing that money so that we can consistently stay fortunate, we can consistently stay wealthy in life is a really problem, because in the process of building wealth, there are some lessons you learn in that process. These lessons are going to guide you from making mistakes once you've made your fortune. But the problem with gambling, winning money from gambling, is that you don't learn these lessons, you don't go through this process, and now you have this huge sum of money. You are more likely to lose that money because you lack the ability to manage money properly. If you have never been able to manage a little amount of money, there is no guarantee that you'll be able to manage a huge sum of money. So please, take your future into your hands. Don't live your life depend on random luck. Gambling is not the solution. Do something that is going to give you the confidence that you are going to be able to make it in life someday. Even though it might take some time, but just because you have that confidence, you have that belief in yourself, it is possible that you can make it. So we've come to the end of this video, and if you love this video, please hit that like button and consider watching the video up here where I talk about some of the lessons I wish, some of the advice I wish someone sat me down and spoke to me about when I was a teenager or in my early 20s. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Peace.